Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's go. Somebody better die. Oh, wait, we're gonna read some tips first. Hold up. New tips. Oh, shit. I wanna listen to the radio log.
Sango desu. Kando ryoko.
Move camp? Oh, shit. God. Good call, good call.
Hai, Sango ryokai. 今、先生が到着しました。運びたいそうですがどうしますか？どうぞ。
Synopsis? Basically, there's these 3 crazy bitches that all pretend to be innocent little girls, but they're probably murderous psychopath witches that are slowly killing everybody off from this village every year, and now they're about to start fucking showing their hand. And up until this time, they've been playing little children's game with me, and then they're fucking putting me into a false sense of security, but then boom, out of nowhere, they're gonna start fucking murdering people. Anyways, yeah. Or maybe none of that's true. I don't know.
はい、了解です。ああ、応援も到着しました。先に写真撮らせた方がいいんじゃないですか？外車、もう無駄だと思いますし。
What kind of cop is this? Okay. The housewife murder. Okay, let's just do this one and then keep going. Because I feel like someone's had to have died. It wasn't reported in the newspaper. What if that was the whole tip? What? Okay. I was joking. What? Okay. Alright. Yup. There's no way all of them are the same. Oh, from the June 1981 edition. On the afternoon of XX around 10 p.m. in the X district of Hinamizawa village in the Shishibone prefecture, the Shinto priest at the Furude shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival, which was to be held that day. Also, after XXX's death, his XXX's wife XXXX went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. The police and local youth association continued to search, however, given the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onikakushi swamp is said to be bottomless, they had run into difficulties. Oh wow, these tips are pretty fucking short. Okay. Well, let's check this one too then. From June 1980 edition. On the afternoon of XX at 2 p.m., office employee XXXX and his wife XXXX of Hinamizawa village in Shishibone prefecture disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body of XXXX at around 7 p.m. that evening. His wife XXXX has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of Typhoon 3 from the previous day. It appeared a railing at the observatory that the XXs leaned on had broken, causing them to fall. The groundskeeping staff was questioned by the police in regards to the facility's deterioration and if park maintenance was performed properly. They never found the wife's body, huh? Weird. Okay, let's go. No way we just go into happy music.
ケイちゃん、昨日はお疲れ様。
ミヨンこそお疲れさんな。
We'll see, Luards.
昨日は楽しかったぜ。
そうそう。ケイチくん、本当にありがとね。クマさん。
気に入ってもらえて嬉しいぜ。裁縫針とか刺したりするのに使うなよ。
しないよそんなこと。
Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water, and unfortunately my foot stepped right into it.
あら、朝から雑巾がけとは熱心でございますわね。
What the fuck? Back up!
うわー、ケイイチさんがデコピンした。今度はもっと凶悪な罠を仕掛けなさいですよ。
Seeing that, Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on in disbelief. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I'd had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished.
どうしたの、ケイイチくん。ひょっとして寝不足かな。かな。
バッチリ
Say kana one more time.
なんなら授業中にも実演するぜ。
ダメだよ、そんなの。
Mion alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats. Oh!
おはようございます。
Yo! Our teacher's hot! Let's go! The fuck? Ooh, yo, the remake? Okay, alright. Oh. Like, what were they cooking here? Like, what the fuck is that shit on their fucking, like, what is that? Like some fucking jewel? Alright. Alright.
昨日はお祭りでしたね。
So yesterday was the festival.
最後まで後片付けに参加した人たちは本当にお疲れ様でした。
Seal. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival and cause ruckus. She is a reference?
さて、
Really? I
こ
mean,
の
her
時期
name
に
is
はお祭り
Chie.
の取材で遠くから雑誌なんかの取材の方が見えたりしま
South
す。
of the sea? I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to... What? So why does she appear now? She's had dialogue before, but she never had a sprite, so why does she suddenly appear now? I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention.
皆さんが取材を受けることがあるかもしれませんが、曖昧なことやいい加減なことは言わないように。いいですね。
Oh, it's getting a little angry. Whoa. Damn, she's still hot, though. Ew. Yes, ma'am. What she said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. She was saying, don't spout stupid shit you think is funny. Whoa. Is that the first time we've seen a curse word? And now I was one of the ones who needed to keep their mouth shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. Did I see the Silver Palace trailer? Yeah, it's on YouTube. We reacted to it yesterday. I was summoned to club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
今日は本格派の推理ゲームでいこう。こんなのはどうかな。
How about no more games, Mion? Someone's dead.
お、海外もののゲームか。面白そうだな。
説明書も英語ですけどね。ルールはそう難しくはありませんのよ。負けないからね。僕はこのゲーム苦手じゃないですよ。
It seemed that Rena didn't handle all this kind of game very well.
ルールはね、事件の犯人と凶器、あと犯行現場の3つを当てられた人が勝ち。
Why a murder? There were 3 kinds of cards comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations. I could see that the names Mion and Rika were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as
凶器のカー
well.
ドにもいろいろ種類があるな。
Is this
斧やらナイフやら
foreshadowing?
毒物やら 犯行現場のカードも渋いぞ。リビングやら書斎やら中庭やら。
つまりね、これらのカードが1枚ずつ抜かれるの。それが正解のカードで、残ったカードはシャッフルしてみんなで当分、互いに手持ちのカードを質問し合って、抜かれた正解のカードが何かを探るわけ。
I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators.
それで答えが分かったら挙手。ゲームを終了して答えが正しいかを確認。正解なら勝ちで1ポイント、外れていればマイナス1ポイント。正解してもしなくてもゲーム終了だから、カードは集めて仕切り直しってわけ。
やってみればわかるでございますわ。結構頭を使うでございますわよ。メモを取りながらじゃないと混乱しますです。
あとはやって覚えるさ。で、ミオン、今回の罰ゲームは何だ？
Everyone directed their attention to Mion.
そうだね。じゃあ昨日の疲れも多少あるだろうから、今日はソフトに使いっ走りの刑はどう？
A gopher penalty?
みんなからお使いを頼まれて、それを買いに走るってわけ。
Okay.
つまりジュースとかお菓子とかを買いに行かされるんだね。今日の罰ゲームは簡単そうな気がしますです。
I wonder, is it really?
やはりケイチさんもそう思いますですの？
ああ、何を買いに行かされるかわからないからな。
I'm betting Mion would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or a happy family planning manual or its other crazy stuff. Cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards.
じゃあ1番は部長の私から行くよ。ミオン、ナイフ、書斎。
Pick one suspect, weapon, and murder scene and ask the other players. If you have any of those cards, then you must say I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. What the fuck is this game?
俺持ってるぜ。
レナもあるの？僕も持ってますです。
It's Clue? I've never really played this.
あら、完全な投資ですわね。
Three people answer when she asked if they had Mion, knife, and study. So that means that Mion, knife, and study are all in the clear. Got to jot that down.
じゃあレナはね、レナ。
Has anyone died yet?
ラウンジだよ。
I think someone's dead. We just don't know who. It might be Tomitake. What that was his name? Yeah, it might be that motherfucker. He might be cooked. Only 2 people said they had one, so it means out of Rena, Axe, and Lounge, one of them is correct and is part of the crime. No, wait, even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko or Rika-chan has 2 of the cards.
じゃあ次はケイちゃんだね。どうぞ。
待ってくれよ。まだ整理中。
Why do you think him? I feel like him getting sent off like that yesterday was like kind of a death flag, where it's like that's why they're sending him off. Well, I mean, he had to go, but like it's also like a send off, right? So the game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's going to be tough.
よっしゃ、犯人確定。
Now the question is, did that chick he was with kill him? Or is she also dead? I mean, yeah, it might be too obvious if Tomitake dies, but like...
何？
I feel like it'd be pointless if a random fucking NPC we don't even know of dies, right? Real humans are easier to 14. Because then at that point, why the fuck would we care? Here I'm spinning around in circles and Mion just now raises her hand.
凶器は毒物で、犯行現場は医務室。どう？
Mion drew the cards from the box and we checked to see if her deduction was right.
正解だね。
What if they fucked? What if they got killed while fucking?
毒物かピストルかわからなかったでございます。 ピストルなんか使わないです。毒物でじわりじわりがいいのです。
Huh? Rika-chan said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Everyone's making a commotion about how they almost had it. Rena and I were left out in the cold though.
ケイチ君はどうだったかな。レナは全然。
安心しろ、俺もさっぱりだ。
二人とも何自信ないこと言ってんだか。
Can I get a kiss? Well, there you go. Who's crazier, Rika or Rena? I think Rena. Because Rika gives you that unpleasant feel that, like, feels like she is a little sus. But Rena just, like, acts innocent. I think the motherfuckers who act to hide their true face are, like, worse.
二人仲良くビリになっちゃうよ。
That's even worse. Going off buying something together as a couple. What if we ended up having to buy a happy family planning manual?
ケイチはこのゲーム苦手そうな顔してますです。
な、全然そんなことはないぞ。
I think Keiichi loses and then he has to go out to buy stuff, but on the way to buy stuff, he hears what the fuck's happening and hears rumors.
次でシャーロック前原の実力を見せてやる。
あら、それはいいですわね。徹底的に叩きのめして差し上げますわ。
After that, I managed to somewhat grasp a trick behind the game, but I was still always a step or two behind. I saw that Mion was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. That level of experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win at the game. Eureka!
あ、ごめん。ちょっとトイレ行ってくるな。
ゆっくりブリブリしておいで。
What?
みーちゃん、それ下品。
I had them hold off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. It showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way over towards me.
ケイチ君、ひょっとしてレナのこと呼んだ？
ああ、読んだ。
As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. I'm glad it
時
worked
間の無
out.
駄なので単刀直入に行く。レナ、お前の今日のゲームの過去の戦績は？
She hesitantly opened her mouth.
全敗だよ。どうしてそんなこと聞くんだろう。
I could tell from how apprehensively she was
このまま
playing.
で行くと俺もそうなる。
Stop saying Lupa is out and not
Daijak
linking
の
anything.
秘策
That's
が
just
思い
like
つかない。
proof that nothing's out, idiot. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one.
じゃあ今日の罰ゲームはケイチ君と一緒なのかな？
おいおい、早くも負けを受け入れるなよ。勝ちに行こうぜ。俺たちで。
You're gonna fucking work together.
どうやって？
Whoa, 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 whoa! Ew. Whisper, 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 whisper.
そんなのありなのかな？
忘れたのかレナ。快速第2条だぞ。勝つために全ての努力をしよう。
頑張るよ。
Our plan of attack was quite rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hand to each other. Wouldn't that be obvious though? If we did under desk, nobody would know. Begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we'd need to investigate less.
この作戦なら他の連中よりも確実なリードを持って開始できる。
これなら今度こそ勝てそうだよ。
We both smirked at each other. If I was a shady businessman, then Rena was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing
じ
business
ゃあ
with
早
you.
速戻ろうよ。二人で組んでみんなをあっと言わせちゃ
おいおい、二人で一緒に戻っちゃ意味ないだろう。いかにも打ち合わせしてきましたって感じだぞ。
あ、ごめん。じゃあどうしよう。
レナは先に戻れ。俺は洗面所で顔でも洗ってのんびりしてから戻る。
わかったね。
Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If Mion or one of them suspected something, then there could be problems. Well, they'd figure it out sooner or later because both Rena and I would start winning over and over again. Both Rena and I will have earned enough points to avoid being losers by the time Mion realized what was happening. Excellent. Not bad at all.
前原くん、
Oh, my queen.
ちょっといいですか？
Huh? It's a teacher. Man, things were just getting good.
何ですか？今ちょっと大事な。
前原くんにお客さんがいらしてますよ。
Uh-oh.
昇降口へ行ってください。
お客さん？俺別にお店なんか開いてないし。
Bro, she looks seductive in the remake.
待たせていますよ。早く行ってきなさい。
Oh shit, it's the police. They're asking what? They're gonna ask what the last things I talked about with Tomitake-san was. Right before my big match. It was pretty bad timing to have a visitor, but the very fact that someone was here to see me was strange enough to pique my interest. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm.
前原さんですか？前原圭一さん。
There was no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa and that this was without a doubt the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, it seemed I was fated to meet middle-aged men. What?
そうですよ。どちら様ですか？
私の車エアコンが効いてますからそっちでお話ししましょう。
Okay, Keiichi, run. He's gonna fucking kidnap you. What the hell is this?
ここ暑くありません？
Oh, okay, just hop in. Yep. The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over his car, parked near the gate, and began walking. You've got to be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't even know, and he was asking me to get in his car with him?
だって食いやしません。どうぞどうぞ。
He opened the back door of his car and called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about, even while knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. Inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least.
冷えすぎだったら言ってくださいよ。私ガンガンに冷やしちゃうたちですから。
で、俺に何の用ですか？
Out of spite, I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages. I knew it! He's a detective! He's gonna ask about Tomitake-san. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy.
もう男性のことでご存知の
Oh
こと
shit,
があ
no
っ
it's
たら
not.
教えてください。
Who the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from this expressionless picture that looked like it was taken at the
シャツ
DMV.
にマジックで落書きがありましたね。
Is
前原
Tomitake!
さんをはじめクラスメート何人かの署名入りでした。
I told you!
え？これ、富武さ
I
ん？
knew it! There was no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was expressionless, half asleep face. It was cause he's dead.
ではこちらの女性はわかりますか？
And the woman's dead too? You think Rika poisoned them? Even before seeing it, I had no idea who it was.
名前は知りませんけど、ゆうべ富
I
武
had
さ
a
んと
good
一緒に
idea
いた
who it
女の
was.
人です。
I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa.
この二人に最後に会ったのはいつですか？
綿流しのお祭りの晩、一緒に話をしました。二人とも仲良さそうでしたよ。
何か気になったこととかありませんか？何でも結構です。話してください。
Being asked for every little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by
富武さ
now.
んたちに何かあったんですか？
There was no response to my inquiry. Thus, I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a loud pause, or long pause, loud? What? He finally spoke
前
again.
原さんはまだこちらに越されてきたばかりですよね。ご存知ですかな？例の親代様の話は。
My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. It probably showed on my face.
全く知らない？知らないんなら結構なんですがね。
まあ聞いたことくらいは富武さんに教えてもらったんですけど。
どの辺までご存知ですか？
There's dismemberment killing, the accidental death, the death by illness followed by suicide, the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that always happened the day of Watanagashi ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than
前
that.
原さんはそのタタリとかを信じていますか？率直なところで結構です。
信じてません。
My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it, as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubt. That was the more prominent
本当
feeling.
に？ならよかったです。やっぱり前原さんは都会育ちですね。
信じてなかったら何なんですか？俺仲間を待たせてるんであまり時間取れないんですけど。
その写真の男性は昨晩お亡くなりになりました。
So, where were all the motherfuckers saying it was too obvious, huh? I knew it! I was right! I told you they'd be dead! Listen, I could read it, chat. Like, that was a death flag. Them getting all that set up and having that lore dump for Keiichi, that was a fucking death flag, bro. Alright? I've read enough visual novels. My mind went blank. Huh? What happened to
より
Tomitake-san?
にもよってね、お亡くなりになられたのが昨日なんですよ。つまり、綿流しの当日。
But how did he die?
前原さんにはどういう意味があるのか。
意味って意味なんか。
Not any for the cause of his death or the reason behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning, this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once
富
again...
武二郎さんがお亡くなりになられたことはまだ内緒です。どうしてかはなんとなくお分かりになりますよね。
I didn't want to understand why.
教えてください。一体何があったんですか？
得意なんですよ。ひなみ沢の方にはちょっと刺激の強い。
It was a roundabout way of saying, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest. I would only regret forcing myself to learn of something I shouldn't. Or at least that's how I figured I would feel if I listened to the rest.
第一発見は祭りの警備を終えて期間中のうちのワゴンでした。時刻は24時5分前。場所は町へ出る道路がちょうど舗装道路に変
This
わる
was
ところ
exactly
あり
the
ますよね。
scene for the radio last night. Or from the tip. So maybe that radio log was from last night.
坂を下り切ったあたりにあそこの路肩でした。
There were a few streetlights on that road. Its pitch black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars on the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the
み
asphalt.
んな初めはひき逃げされたものだと思っていました。ですが意識を確かめるために近づいた警官はすぐに異常に気づきました。喉がね、引き裂かれていたんですよ。
Nah, it's Rena. Rena was running off to somewhere. She said she was running off home, but what if she just ran off to Tomitaka-san and was like, yeah, so cute. Fucking just ripped his fucking neck and then ran back home.
ナイフとか？
いえ、爪でした。
Nails? What the fuck? Someone ripped his neck open with fingernails?
検視の結果、それも自分
His
の
own
爪でと
nails?
いうことが判明しました。
え？それってどういうことですか？
Maybe something was on his neck that he was trying to fucking get off, but basically it means it wasn't a murder, it was suicide. Tomitaka-san, whatever was going through his mind, tore open his own throat as hard as he could with his own nails. Tore through the skin until he started to bleed, and even then Tomitaka-san didn't stop. He continued clawing with enough intensity that it could have peeled off his nails. Oh, bro, I hate that feeling. Oh. Still clawing. Then as his nails reached those vital arteries that you should never damage, he continued clawing. Blood splattered on the ground around him. As he bled, while gasping for breath, he collapsed, his body spasmed, and he died in
薬
agony.
物を疑いましたが、そういう類のものは検出できませんでした。
But this, it was a suicide? Never heard of such a thing. This unnatural way of dying. This wasn't a mysterious death, and what was? The way he died in these 5 years, his death must resemble that of a curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitaka-san, who proclaimed there was no such thing as a
Manga chat
curse, that we were
WTF
wrong.
did I tune into?
Well, shit's finally going
他に
down.
もいくつか不審な点があります。
So how did the girl die?
体内分泌物、発汗、脱毛等から富武さんはお亡くなりになる直前、極度の興奮状態だったようなのです。
Maybe he had to witness the girl die. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could be in a sound state of mind while clawing out their
手
own
の
throat.
傷と付近に落ちていた角材が一致しました。周囲の木やガードレールに叩いた後、周囲に散乱する富武さんの血痕。
What? Why was he fucking hitting trees and guardrails with a fucking piece of log?
つまりですね、
Meaning that while tearing at his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber?
体からは本人によらない外傷がいくつか発見されました。
Ooh.
富武さんは何者かに暴行を受けた可能性があるということです。外傷の部位から見て複数犯の可能性もあります。
The girls! Summarize. Tomitaka-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it. Then he died.
死亡推定時刻は21時から23時頃のようです。
Maybe it's not poison because poison would be detected in the
つま
body.
りお祭りで前原さんが富武さんとお話しして別れてからすぐの出来事なんですよ。
Everyone signed Tomitaka-san's shirt, then parted ways. Right after that. Oh yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about
行方
her?
不明です。出勤もしていませんし、昨べは自宅にも帰っていません。事件に巻き込まれた可能性が極めて高いようです。
For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought that something unfortunate happening to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. So she was a resident of Hinamizawa, so she might have maybe assisted in killing Tomitake to continue the curse so that everybody is like haunted by it. Time I had spent with Tomitaka-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of
我
us.
々もあらゆる面から捜査を進めますが、村人たちはお社様のたたりの話になると、とにかく口が重くなる。
That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitaka-san, the outsider, telling me.
だから俺なんですか？俺がひなみ沢の人間じゃないから。
Should have been angry that that was the reason he wanted to hear what
こ
happened
の
to
ま
me.
までは、富武二郎さんはお社様のたたりで死んだことになってしまいます。
He turned away from me and gazed far off into the
綿
distance.
流しの晩、神聖な儀式の時、無神経にカメラをバシャバシャやってたものだから、お社様の怒りに触れた。
富武さんにお社様のバチが当たるわけがない。
Had to have been killed by humans in a cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse.
私もそう思います。バチもたたりもあるわけがない。
The tense mood was coupled with the man's hearty laugh.
そういうことですよ、前原さん。たたりを信じていないひなみ沢の方の協力が不可欠なのです。わかりますね。
Neither Tomitaka-san nor I believed in the curse. But with the way things were going, it would just end up with Tomitaka-san's death marking the 5th year, which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitaka-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitaka-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year in a sense. He was more of a resident than I was. There was no way Tomitaka-san could have been cursed by
で
Oyashiro-sama.
も俺に協力できることなんか何もないですよ。あの晩のことは何も知らないし。
いえいえ、何か気になるものを見たり聞いたりしたら教えてくださればいいんです。
I see or hear. He's talking in the future tense.
物でも人でも噂でも何でも結構です。不確かなもので構いませんから。これ、私の電話番号です。不在でしたら
I
出たものに
think
伝
this
言してくだされば結
detective
構
might
です。
end up dead too. He ended me. Piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee deep in this matter.
富武さんの無念を晴らすためにどうかご協力をお願いしたいのです。
That's right. Why was I hesitating? I need to find the murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across his face.
今日ここでした話はすべて内緒です。絶対に他言無用でお願いします。
わかりました。
お友達にも内緒です。特に園崎さんや古出さんには絶対に知られないようにしてください。
園崎ってミオンのことか？なんでだよ。事件に関係あるっていうのかよ。
My friend's name's brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry.
捜査上の都合ということなんです。
煙に巻くなよ。ミオンは俺の大切な仲間だぞ。
Snapped at him, but he didn't seem to especially be
言
offended.
ってもいいですが、気を悪くしないでくださいね。
言えよ。
He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak after thinking for a
ひ
bit.
なみ沢で起こった一連の事件は裏ぐるみで引き起こされている可能性があるのです。
そんなことあるわけないじゃないか。
Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that?
証拠はありません。しかも過去の事件はここに解決し、いずれの犯人も村とは直接関係ありませんでしたしね。
じゃあどう考えたらそんな考えに至るんだよ。
毎年綿流しの日に村の旧敵が死ぬ。
But Tomitake wasn't an enemy unless... Oh, because of what he was telling Keiichi, he became an enemy.
それだけで十分に疑えると思いませんか？
Don't you think that's enough reason? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt that the day of Watanagashi was sacred, so basically because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to
はじめ
Hinamizawa?
はダム工事の監督、そして次にダムを誘致した村人、村の旧敵は次々に開始しました。家庭はともかく結果はそうなのです。
Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion, but it couldn't just be shrugged
じゃ
off.
あ次に死んだ神主やその次に死んだ主婦はどうです？別に村の敵だったわけじゃない。
神主はダム騒動当時リーダーシップを期待されながらも積極的な働きがなかったため、一部の村人から失望、反感を買っていました。
反感があったにしたって別に村に害を与えたわけじゃないだろう。その次の主婦なんかどうだよ。誘致した男の弟夫婦だったってだけの理由だろう。もっと殺される理由が薄いじゃないか。そして富武さんに至ってはダム工事とは関係すらないじゃないか。ただよそ者だってだけの理由だぞ。
He was there during the fucking incident. Beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much
そ
lower.
れがね、怖いんですよ。徐々に希薄になっていくのが。
何がだよ。
つまり村の敵でなくよそ者だというだけの理由で犠牲になりつつあるんですよ。
じゃあ来年の被害者は村のよそ者から選ばれるっていうのか？
あるいは引っ越してきたばかりの人かもしれません。
それってどういう。
I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who could be considered the most outside would be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then the next victims, my family. Was he saying that it was going to be me?
でもそ
Your
れとミアン
mom
と
didn't go to the
どう関係があるん
festival.
だよ。
詳しくは申し上げられませんが、園崎さん一家はダム騒動時の抵抗運動の旗頭だったのです。それも過激なね。例えば園崎美音さんについても同様です。
Ooh.
抵抗運動時、いくつかの軽犯罪と公務執行妨害で補導歴があります。
And Yum Mion had fought. This is the first I'd heard of her family leading the protests, though. Then, well, what did it all
ミ
mean?
オンの一家が一連の事件に関係しているとでも言うのかよ。
そうまでは言いません。もしもそうだったら、一番確率が高い。それだけのことなんです。
Not a very clear explanation. It felt like he'd magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to
誰が
know.
一体どれだけ関わっているのか全くわかりません。だからこそ村人に口外してほしくないのです。
Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression. It seemed that he understood it well
じ
enough.
ゃあこう考えましょう。たたりを盲信する村人の皆さんに心配させたくないから内緒。そういうことでどうです？
What do you mean? How about that? How should I know? But the reasoning behind wanting me to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with a curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry
みん
needlessly.
なが俺に心配させないために内緒にしてくれたように、今度は俺がみんなに心配させないために内緒にする番ってことなのか。
I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else had been worrying about these mysterious incidents yearly, and the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. Well, the cases are very similar, right? Another woman is just gone, no body found, right? So, then the previous incident, the couple, the man's body was found, but the woman's body was never found. So why are all the women disappearing? In the end, everything went as the man had wanted, as insipid as it was, but it couldn't be
わ
helped.
かりました。俺だけの秘密にします。 それでいいですよね。名前。
沖宮署の大石です。
Oishi?
なんならクラちゃんでもいいですよ。
The fuck? What? Why does he want me to call him Chan?
いや、大石さんでいいです。
The fuck? The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was the spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I
時
watched.
間を取らせすぎました。お友達を待たせていますよね。もう戻った方がいいでしょう。
The door opened with a click and in steamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was as if the land of Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as that thought crossed my mind.
お友達を疑えと誤解しないでくださいよ。
I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that
前
self-serving.
原さんが何も見つけず、それは村が関わっていないという証拠になるのですから。
見たり聞いたりしたら連絡しますけど。
Have I peed him yet? Oh shit. Oh my god. Ew. Like bro's like, okay, a little chunky. Yo, okay, he's a little beefed up. Okay, he just has tits. What happened? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to quick save.
俺は探偵じゃないですからね。変な期待しないでくださいよ。
しませんしません。
Yeah, he's kind of ugly as fuck in the
探
original.
偵になんかならなくていいですよ。今までのように自然に生活してくださ
Like
い。
he's jacked on this one.
その中で見聞きしたことを教えてくだされば結構なんです。
I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick
また
bow.
お会いしましょう。さようなら前原君。
I returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know how much time had passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there was a lot on my mind. Tomitake-san's death was hard enough as it was, but to think that there was the possibility of a village conspiracy? Worse still, there was also a chance that Mion was involved? Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san? Who could the perpetrators be? Could it be they were hiding here somewhere in Hinamizawa? I didn't know. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator.
みーちゃんだよ、犯人は。
Huh? I was startled to hear Rena's voice.
凶器はロープで、犯行現場はラウンジ。
These fucking girls, they all act innocent, but they're little demons. Rena clutched her head while flailing about. Looks like you're just self-destructing over here. Wow.
ケイチさん遅かったですわね。プンプンでございますのことよ。
ごめん。ちょっと先生に職員室呼ばれてさ。
素行が悪くて怒られましたですか？かわいそうです。
こっちも白熱してたしね。もういい時間だから次で最後のゲームにしよう。
俺の今の持ち点って確か0点だろ。ビリ確定じゃないのかよ。
大丈夫だよ、ケイチくん。レナ、マイナス1点。
The heck? Her score is lower than mine. I wasn't even playing.
罰ゲームはレナが1人でかケイちゃんと2人でかを決める最終戦。
冗談じゃねえぞ。罰ゲームはレナ一人でやってくれ。
ケ イチ君と2人で勝とうって約束したのにずっと待ってたんだよ。
そりゃ俺が悪いな。
I followed my initial plan of showing Rena my cards, but I didn't say who was the criminal and just waited for her to call.
わかったよ。犯人は私。凶器は毒物で、犯行現場は玄関ホール。どうかな。
おお、レナ、回答早いじゃん。また当てずっぽうじゃないの？
レナの正解ですよ。
お
じゃあこれでケイイチさんも罰ゲーム決定ですわね。やったー。ケイイチ君、一緒に頑張ろうね。
ああ、一緒に頑張ろうな。
Keiichi's kind of acting sus. He needs to act better. They're gonna notice something.
ではゲームセット。トップは私、園崎美音。ビリは前原圭一と竜宮レナ。
Everyone applauded and the game ended. Problem now was the penalty.
じゃあ使いっ走りの系のを買ってくるものはトップの私が決めようかね。
何を買いに行かされるんだろう。太郎。
薬局は禁じ手にしような。どうしたろう。
あ？薬屋なんかに用ないよ。おじさんが買ってほしいものはね、このメモに書いてあるから。
いっぱい書いてあるよ。
A lot? Damn it, what is she making us buy?
豆腐2丁、シャンプーとリンス、みりんに油揚げ。なんだこりゃ。
罰ゲームってよりお買い物に見えるでございますわね。今日のミーは勝つ気満々でしたで
Just
す。
having us do errands?
快速第7条、罰ゲームの内容に逆らわない。はい、お金。シャンプーはうち果物物語だからね。よろしく。
これお前が頼まれたお使いだろう。
Promised myself that if I won next time, I'd make her go buy hemorrhoid cream. Oh. Hmm. More than 4.
自分で喉をかき破った出血性ショック死。爪の間に皮膚片が残っておった。間違いなく本人のものじゃわい。傷の形も一致する。
直接死因が自殺ってのは分かってますよ。
分かっとるわい。人為的にこういう症状が起こせんかと言っとるんだろ。
背中が痒くてかきすぎて血が出ちゃうのとはちょっとわけが違いますからね。
Fingernails actually ripped off surprisingly easily. Oh, bro, can we stop talking about ripped fingernails? That shit's like one of the worst things. But it really hurts. Under normal circumstances, the pain would prevent you from completely pulling them out. Oh, stop! Although there were a lot of bruises on Tomitaka's body, it's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted by someone or a group of people.
分泌物から見て、仏は極度の興奮状態にあったのは間違いないの。
では乱闘になって興奮のあまり自分の喉を引っかき出したってことですか。襲った連中さぞや度肝を抜かれたでしょうな。
It is possible that in such an abnormal environment, a person could perform acts that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases.
実はな、大石。仏が武器にしたらしい角材な。砂粒とかガードレールの塗装片とかそんなのしか出んかったぞい。
星の服の繊維とか 皮膚片とかは？
出んかった。仏は犯人を殴っとらん。
Maybe he just missed?
あるいは殴った角材を星が持ち去ったのかもしれんの。
ならわざわざ角材なんて置いていきませんよ。全部持ってっちゃいます。
それもそうじゃの。
富武氏は結構体格もいいし肌も焼けてるし。
うん、そうだな。よく運動しとるようだの。
Can't imagine what kind of sports he did when he was alive, but I think his physical strength would be on the higher side, meaning he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such physique sensed he was in danger and swung the plank around frantically, it's just unthinkable that it wouldn't even nick the perpetrator. And his opponent was unarmed. This guy had a wooden plank, so you'd think he'd hit them at least once.
こんだけ体格のいい相手を取り囲んで襲おうとしたら。
アホ、それは大石の方が得意だろうが。悪たれ時代を思い出さんかい。
If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a group wants to take down big prey, it's fundamental to attack with numbers. Guess about 4. Even if there was a gap in their strength, they'd
だと
manage.
すると、結構犯人は大人数だの。祭りで泥酔した4人以上のグループが怪しいとなるかの。
Group of 4 or more. Just if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Or did he somehow break away from that fatal predicament? Then there would be no reason to commit suicide. Moreover, I still can't comprehend the irregular way he died. It's full of
こっちも
mysteries.
そこは重視しとる。徹底的に調べるつもりだが。何しろ、過去にこんな例はないんだからな。
期待はしませんよ。ですが結果を楽しみにしてます。
おいさん、課長が呼んでるっす。
すみません。ではまた来年お会いしましょう。
おお、いいお年をの。
Juro Tomitake deceased. Resided in cheap hotel in Shishibone City. Registered under the name Juro Tomitake. Pen name? Travels via folding bike. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned at the side of a forest path. Present on the day of the festival. Accompanied by missing Mio Takano. Was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown. Held residence in Hinamizawa for 1 week each season for the last 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Check with magazine companies. Nothing suspicious in the film located among the articles of the deceased. While it was among the articles of the deceased, mere act of violence. From the contents of his wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Chiba. Along the Sobu National Railway line. No individual matching the name Juro Tomitake in the residency records of any of the Tokyo wards. Compared teeth to dental records, sent to Metro Police. Attach a photo, sent to Metro Police. Contact magazines regarding Juro Tomitake. Mio Takano missing. Nurse at Erie Clinic. Became close to Tomitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Resides in Okinomiya X District XXX. Single. Witnessed accompanying Tomitake on the festival grounds. Currently missing. Abducted? Or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from jealousy. Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on scene again. I want some cream puffs. What? 4 jumbo ones. Ooishi. Is that why his name is Ooishi, bro? Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's keep going. What's with the music? Sleepy.
くんでっかいあくび。
I'm usually awake once it's time to eat, but doesn't look like I can do it today.
ゆうべ遅くまでテレビ見てたら眠くて眠くて。
ケイちゃんが喜びそうな番組なんかやってたっけ？
月千番でございますわ。
ちょっと待て、勝手に想像して決めつけるんじゃね
男の子なら当然です。恥ずかしくないですよ。
How do you know, Rika? Rika not patting my head only made me feel worse.
え。ちょっとこの昼休みは爆睡させてくれ。
Keiichi, you're acting sus. Hmm.
いやほんとマジで。
She's acting sus.
あら、私が黙って見過ごすとお思いで。
邪魔したら怒る。すごい怒る。はあはあ。
This was just dreadful. Just so sleepy. I slumped my head on the desk and drifted off into an afternoon nap. What if we got poisoned? It seemed that Satoko had responded, but I pretended not to hear.
さとこちゃんやめなよ。ケイチくん寝ちゃった。寝顔かいい。
Weirdo?
後でお持ち帰りしていいから。そっとしときな。
向こうへ移動しましょうです。ケイチにうるさいと悪いですよ。
Yuki-chan really is a
先
good
生が
girl.
来ても起こさないであげましょうです。
What? Take that back. The excuse that I didn't sleep much last night because I was watching TV was a lie. I was in bed at the usual time, but because of the conversation with Oishi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep. I just spending the day like this, it's almost as if the incident with Tomitaka-san didn't happen at all. It made me think, was Oishi-san just trying to deceive me? But it was probably the truth. One thing was certain, I couldn't speak to anyone about it. He wanted my assistance, but I really didn't know anything about it. If I knew I wasn't going to be of any help, I probably wouldn't have listened in the first place. It ended up with me again, regretting learning something I didn't need to know. If I had never learned about it, I would without a doubt be goofing off with the rest of them right now. Couldn't help but resent Oishi-san for this.
それっていつから？
もう次の日にはいなかったって。綿流しの晩に失踪したらしいよ。
Mion whispered to keep others from listening, but I could hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rena's voice was even harder to pick up, but I could still tell that she was quite upset. It couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomitaka-san?
けなの？
わかんない。
Think she asked only Tomitake?
私の知る限りではね。
I would have to feign ignorance about this topic because I needed to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join the conversation, it was much easier just to sit here and pretend I was asleep to listen in on the discussion. Wait, why did I have to pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on my friend's conversation? The guilt stung.
で、他にもいるんでしょ？
彼女がたたりにあったのか、鬼隠しにあったのかはわかんないけどね。
Onikakushi? Onikakushi? To be hidden away by a demon? What a mysterious phrase. I did, however, get the feeling it meant nothing good.
いや、何せよ。もう一人いるんだよね。だよね。
お社様なら、ね。
でも、今年は、出ないよ。
バッチャと村長さんが話してたんだけどさ、今年は、事前に警察と話がつけてあるらしいんだよ。何が起こっても、騒ぎにしないで穏便に片付けるって。
じゃあ、レナたちが知らないだけで、どこかで誰かが、かもしれないってこと？
かもね。
次は、 レナかな。
安心しなよ。レナはちゃんと帰ってきたよ。
でもダメだったんでしょ。
昔の話だよ。もうやめよう、この話。
Why are Rika and Satoko not interjecting at all? This is the uncomfortable mood. Both of them went silent. The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but a few parts caught my attention. First of all, the term Onikakushi, to be demoned away. By the context it was used in, I would guess it's similar to being spirited away. Suspect that was what it meant because Tomitaka-san and that woman really bugged me that I don't know her name, vanished after the Watanagashi. The next thing that stuck out was when Rena said, "There's another one, right?" Mion also said, "If Oyashiro-sama's, yeah." If it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be 2 victims? Is that what she meant? Come to think of it, I remember Mion saying that at the beginning that they didn't know if it was a curse or if it was the case of an Onikakushi. It seems that the curse and being demoned away are different things, and they were phenomena that were paired together. I recall Tomitaka-san's terrible end. That wasn't something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would best be described as cursed. Then the woman with him, it means she vanished because she was demoned away. That's why there's like 2 different types of disappearances or deaths, maybe? Where like there's one where like the other person involved just disappears, and then the other is just like a straight up death. And the last point that bothered me was Rena. Rena was frightened. For what reason, I didn't know. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for Orashiro-sama's curse. If I recall correctly, Orashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't a guardian deity supposed to defend the citizens and drive out invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday Ooishi-san said that originally the targets were enemies of the village, but recently there was no longer any distinction between them or regular outsiders. Well, if that was the case, then I would think that I'd be the more likely target, having moved here more recently than Rena. From her composure, I could infer that she was grimly certain that she would be next. I should probably relay what I heard just now to Ooishi-san. Informing the police of what I heard by eavesdropping on my friends while pretending to be asleep. You fucking rat. It made me feel terrible. It raised a few questions and left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better not to seek the answers to those questions? As I continued to learn more and more, I felt like I had fallen past the point of no return. I would definitely regret this one day. I would definitely regret ever having learned of these events.
先生が来るでございますわよ。ケイチさん、起きなさいな。
In the distance, I could hear the ring of the handbell signaling the start of afternoon classes. Good, I couldn't sleep at all. I hastily opened my eyes and raised my head. It was in that moment when I leaned against the back of my seat. There was a thumbtack stuck on the back of my chair with tape. Circumstantial evidence was enough. Guilty without trial, capital punishment. I furiously jumped up from my seat, and I tripped as if my feet were tangled up. My shoelaces had been tied together.
やるじゃねえか。俺が寝ている間に気配を消してこれだけの上等をやってくれるんだよ。
So that's why Satoko wasn't talking. The teacher came in right as I was about to pull off my shoes and tackle Satoko.
先生が来ましたよ、ケイチさん。着席遊ばせ。
Clomp, clomp. Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick to the forehead.
ケイチさんがいじめた。
ほら、前原くん、下級生をいじめてはいけません。
Nah, teacher!
謝りなさい。
She's a fucking little demon! I saw Satoko stick out her tongue at me, that little brat.
ほら、前原くん。
You fucking bitch.
へいへい、謝りますよ。さとこさん、ごめんなさい。
In any case, I apologize even if it was in a completely insincere tone of voice. Damn her, I'll remember this.
ケイちゃん、ケイちゃん、その恨みは部活でね。着席着席。
Sat down after Mion told me she'd switched to class representative mode. No more fucking games! Now then, what should we do for our club today? Personally, I would like to play that Deduction game one more time. I was hardly able to play it last time because of Ooishi-san. Rena and I weren't even able to test out our strategy.
そうだね。今日こそケイチ君と2人で大勝利だよね。でもどうでしょうね。同じゲームを続けて2日やった試しはありませんし。ミーにお願いしてみたらどうでしょうです。
Mia looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm with her fist as her face suddenly lit up.
いっけね。今日おじさんの手伝いの日だ。
Oh.
悪いみんな、今日なし。
おじさんの手伝い？柄にもなく高校なやつだな。
悪い。ほんとすっかり忘れてた。じゃあごめんねみんな。
Convenient timing, bitch.
今日はおじさんこれで帰るわ。
みーちゃんね、たまに街にあるおじさんのお店の手伝いに行くんだよ。
Don't cover for her. I thought she wasn't the type to get caught up in such bothersome stuff.
バイト代が出ると言ってましたですわ。結構なお小遣いになるらしいですの。
I see. She was able to pay for that mountain of games with that what you say she saved up from there.
しかしそれはアルバイトというんじゃないのか？校則で禁止されてないか？
家事手伝いは除くと書いてありますです。
Is that what she's calling it? So what now? Pass on to club today?
じゃあ今日はこれで解散かな？
別に部長不在でもいいだろう。やろうぜ部活。
Fuck you, Keiichi. Just skip on the goddamn kitty games for one day. Open the club locker and begin searching for the deduction game from that ever-growing pile of
お、
games.
あった。昨日の推理ゲーム。ようやくコツが分かってきたところで中断しちゃったからな。
At the very least, I want to repay Satoko for what she did during the afternoon break.
私は構いませんけど、レナさんとリカはどういたします？ケイチ君がどうしてもって言うならちょっとだけいいかな。僕はみんなが揃っての方がいいなと思いますです。
When she says it like that.
部活がないなら僕はお買い物に行きたかったのです。
Oh yes, no club meeting. Let's go.
お醤油とかを買いに行きますですよ。あ、そうでしたわね。すっかり忘れてましたわ。ならレナも久しぶりに宝探しに行こうかな。
What's this now? Everyone was no longer in the mood for club activities. Sus. Ah well, I'll give up this time. Why doesn't Keiichi follow Rena or something?
ちぇ、このゲーム楽しみにしていたのにな。
I shuffled through the cards as if I was still caught up on it.
またの機会に叩きのめして差し上げましたよ。
犯人はサトコ。凶器はピストル。やはり貴様の仕業だったか。
なんですって？じゃあ
Satoko looked through the cards on the desk and stuck out 3 of them at me.
凶器はロープで犯行現場はラウンジですわ。
ロープなんかいらねえ。このまま締め殺してやら。
いやケイチさんの毛玉な。
Phew. Well, I guess it's good that I got that out of my system.
ケイチさん覚えてらっしゃい。いっぱいいたぶられましたですね。かわいそうです。かい。
Everyone got ready to go back home. I also helped gather up the scattered cards. I suddenly paused. They were just the suspect cards, but I noticed something strange. Rena, Satoko, Rika, Keiichi, Mion. Satoshi. Who the fuck is Satoshi? Was it the brother? Not all the cards were made by us. Or at least every card besides this one has the name of a club member. Does mean this Satoshi fellow is a member? Was a member. Is there someone in the class named Satoshi? I couldn't find anyone named Satoshi on the class roster stuck up on the wall.
Keiichi-kun, 早く片付けよう。
Being rushed by Rena, I finished up quickly. Satoko and Rika-chan had already headed merrily off for their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rena had already gotten her bag and was ready to leave.
レナ、やっぱりこのクラスからも転校で出て行っちゃった生徒って結構いるんだろ？
Oh, she's about to give one of those fucking instant answers. Flat as fuck. Tried asking Rena in a bit of a roundabout way. Rena made a troubled face and then answered.
うん。ひなみ沢って田舎でしょ？転校していっちゃう人も時々いるよ。
じゃあこのサトシってやつも転校してったのか？
Oh shit, he asked.
ごめん。よく知らないの。
Bitch! Nah! There was a bit of a pause, but the answer was pretty much immediate.
その、意地悪で言ってるんじゃないの。ちょうど去年、レナが転校してきてから入れ替わりだったかな。
Bullshit, bitch! You keep pulling this fucking I just transferred in last year card, you son of a bitch!
だからあんまりお話ししたことないの。ごめんね。
You killed him, you mother bitch! I know! I'm not sure, sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me about the murder at the dam. I was saddened by her denial and felt a little bit of anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they? Though I do appreciate that they kept that unsettling curse thing from me. But if everyone is worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? For a moment, I wondered just what kind of face I was making just then with these mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance.
ケイチ君、怖い顔してる。
Oh, shit.
なんでだろう。なんでだろう。
It was probably exactly the kind of face that Rena said it was. It appeared my grim expression and it frightened her.
ごめん。今日の部活楽しみにしてたからさ。残念だっただけだよ。
I rustled Rena's
帰ろうぜ。
hair. Dragging that awkward move with us, we headed home. Shit's kind of moving along. Finally. I wonder why. Why have I been getting this dumb feeling lately? I didn't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. My long outstretched shadow gave no answer to my naive inquiry.
ケイチ君、疲れてるのかな。
Rena timidly questioned the reason behind my mood. I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling.
うん、今朝からケイチ君、なんだか元気ないよ。
Oh, Keiichi, don't fucking tell her, I swear to God, you fucking bitch.
風邪かな。
Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. Rena continued on since I didn't give her an answer.
きっとケイチ君、引っ越しの疲れが今になってきたんだよ。前に住んでたところとは全然違うところだもん。いろいろ慣れたり覚えたり、疲れて当然だよ。
そうなのかな。
うん、絶対にそうだよ。
She's trying to gaslight me.
レナも最初そうだったから、わかるんだよ。だよ。
Wondered if Rena also experienced a slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. No, don't confide in her. Thinking so, I felt that she was the only one who could understand how I felt. Don't do it!
レナがひなみ沢に転校してきた時の話が聞きたいな。
Okay, okay.
どんなだった？
Feeling I had been drawn into the conversation, her face suddenly brightened.
ケイチくんと同じだよ。人の名前も村の中も全然わかんなかった。みーちゃんとかが親切にしてくれたから全然寂しくなかったけど、やっぱり心細かったよ。
Rena told me all the details of when she had moved here. All of her first acquaintances and surprises, worries and good
じゃあ
times.
レナもサトコにやられたのかよ。
うん。椅子に座ろうとしたら画鋲が置いてあったの。どっさり。そしたらそれを懐かしいな。
ミオンの部活にはいつ頃誘われたんだ？早速初日にか？
うんうん。最初は部活なんてなかったんだよ。途中からできたの。
But then how the fuck would Satoshi be on there? Huh?
放課後にみんなで残ってゲーム大会をやろうって言い出して。
Whoa, 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 Rena. You said you miss Satoshi, but he's in a club game that only would exist if it was during the club, which the club wasn't there in the beginning until after you were there.
そういえばミオン初代部長とか言ってたっけな。納得。
内緒だけどね、みーちゃん最初は弱かったんだよ。
Keiichi, fucking lock in!
全然勝てなかった。
Call her out!
ミオンが？ちょっと想像つかないぞ。
自分で言い出した罰ゲーム、ほとんど自分でやってたんだよ。本当に内緒だからね。
I can't believe Mion was like that. So she gradually transformed into a monster who used any means necessary to win during that time? Mion is at her best when she's fighting dirty.
みーちゃん以外ともちょっとずつお友達になれて。でも
Why would he call her out? It's not about him calling her out. He hasn't even made that connection yet. Or he's a fucking idiot.
ケイチくんが引っ越してきてからかな。ようやくここに馴染めたって自覚したのは。
I guess Rena had also been left in the dark about Oyashiro-san when she had just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oyashiro-san, I'd be considered one of them.
俺はいつになったら仲間だと認めてもらえるんだろうな。
なんて言ったの？
あ、いや、ごめん。独り言。
ケイチくん変なの。
Rena's poking fun and laughing at me. And I couldn't help but laugh as well, but I suddenly stopped. Then after making up my mind, I spoke.
なあ、レナ。みんなは俺に嘘や隠し事なんかしてないよな。
してないよ、全然。
嘘だろ。
Whoa, 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 Keiichi, don't press her too much, she might go crazy. Rena suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense.
どういう意味だろう。
Whoa, 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 what was that, huh?
ケイチくん。
Her tone was still the same cheery, light-hearted one as
知ってる
before.
よな。俺に隠し事を。
After understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Oh my god, she angry as fuck. Seeing that face, I regret saying something so rash. But she came back at me in a way I didn't expect.
じゃあさ、ケイチくん。
I knew it! She's a fucking psycho! Oh shit! Yo, what the fuck? The remake one is fucking crazy!
ケイチくんこそ、レナたちに嘘や隠し事をしてないかな。
Yo, how you know that, huh? Her tone didn't change, but it was the first time I'd seen this expression from Rena. With how her gaze pierced through me, I couldn't believe this was the same Rena. Oh.
してないかな。 嘘や隠し事してないかな。
You are. Secrets. She didn't actually say that part, but she looked as if she did. Incident with Tomitaka-san, and how I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew that I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everyone about what happened with Tomitaka-san to be considerate. I was keeping it a secret just the same way they didn't tell me about Oyashiro-sama. Then aren't we
知って
even?
ないよ。嘘も隠し事も。
Oh, fuck. We lying.
嘘だよ。
Her answer was instant and it shook me. Rena stared as if burrowing through me, watching me like a
どう
hawk.
して嘘だって。
圭一くん、昨日の部活の時、先生に呼ばれて職員室に行ってたって言ったよ
I
ね。
knew they were fucking watching me.
レナは知ってるよ。圭一くんは職員室になんか行かなかった。ふむふむ。
I swallowed hard. That's what she said. It clearly wasn't a bluff. She knew what happened.
先生はお客さんが来たって言ったんだよね。でも昇降口ではお話ししてなかった。
Oh, shit.
校門のところの車の中で話をしてたよね。知らないおじさんと。
Rena knew everything. She knew that I was called out by Oishi-san and that I heard about the incident with Tomitaka-san as well. Did she know all of it? There's no way she knows that.
誰？あのおじさん。
知らない人だよ。
知らない人がなんで圭一くんに用があるの？
俺が知りたいよ。
じゃあ何の話をしていたの？
みんなとは関係のない話だよ。
It was a lie.
嘘だ！
Whoa, 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 whoa! Jesus, fuck, relax, what the fuck? Rena's scream echoed through the trees. Holy fuck, bro, that was loud. What the hell? Sending frightened birds into the air. I couldn't exhale the deep breath I had just taken. No, it was like I wasn't allowed to exhale. It was here I first realized. The person in front of me, she wasn't Rena Ryugu. Then who was it that was standing before me now? Who had assumed Rena Ryugu's appearance? I had held my breath for so long I could feel myself suffocating.
ね？
And then she made a facial expression that Rena normally might have made. Didn't matter that it was Rena's usual smile, it chilled me to the bone. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rena's face was going to chew my nose right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then she smirked as if she was able to see right through
圭
me.
一くんに内緒や隠し事があるように、レナたちにだってあるんだよ。
It was Rena's usual smile, but her eyes were still like that of a hawk's. Bringing her face close enough to mine to almost bump into my nose, she kindly persuaded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. This person standing in front of me, this person who looked like Rena, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of me swallowing nervously. After what felt like an eternity, after a long empty silence, she finally spoke.
行こう。だいぶ涼しくなってきたよ。
It was Rena again. Smiling at me once more, she started walking as if nothing at all had happened. Fucking psycho bitch. When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave out from under me and I slumped onto the ground. I wasn't able to lift a finger until Rena was out of
あれ
sight.
は誰だったんだよ。
That was Rena. I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and ask myself once again, who was that person who looked like Rena Ryugu? Finally, we're getting a little action. God damn. Okay, okay. Jesus. Motherfucker took a while to cook up. Alright, alright. Yo, give us some tips here. Better get a fatty tip. I was out of it and couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. Was I terrified from Rena going off on me? No, that's not right. There was someone else who only looked like Rena. Then, who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling, knowing that that was someone else, not Rena. So tomorrow, I shouldn't have a problem talking to Rena like I usually do. That thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should just calm down and clear my head, though those thoughts continued swirling around my mind. Finally, I returned to my senses as I heard my mother calling out to me from the bottom of the stairs. What a useless fucking clock. It doesn't have a goddamn hand. Look at that thing. What is that? Bookstore. Can't think of why they'd be calling me. I went downstairs and picked up the receiver anyways. Oh shit. It's fucking Ooishi. Oh, now he's a bookkeeper. Okay. What?
大石さん？大石さんじゃないですか。
ごめんなさいね。ご両親が出られたので、警察ですって名乗ると、いろいろ気分を害されるでしょうしね。
Ooishi-san was, in his own way, rather courteous. Even so, I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed back to my room on the second floor.
夜分遅くにすみませんですね。実は昨日渡した電話番号のメモ、あれ本当に申し訳ない。これから申し上げる番号を控えておいてもらえますか。
A new number?
はい。どうぞ。
He gave me the number for his direct line as I wrote it down. I thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk and it was pretty hard to hang up. Fucking
さて
classic.
どうでしょう前原さん。何か変わったことはありましたか。
I see. This was the real reason. He really beat around the bush there. His adult conversation skills left me slack-jawed.
大石さんはここの地元の方ですか？
Keiichi, you better fucking tell his ass that fucking Rena just screamed like a banshee.
ええ、そうです。生まれも育ちも沖宮ですよ。
If he's from around here, he might
あ
know.
の、大石さん、鬼隠しって何のことか知ってますか？
それはですね、人が鬼にさらわれ、忽然といなくなってしまうことなんです。このあたり独特の言い回しですね。世間様で言う神隠しと同じ意味です。
Whereas my friends would say that they didn't know when I asked, his older man gave me a direct answer. It made me a bit happy that he answered me directly without trying to hide anything. The thing is, though, the last person who answered Keiichi directly died. So is fucking Ooishi gonna die as well?
ひなみ沢は、前原さんにこんなこと言っていいんでしょうか。
もったいぶらないでくださいよ。大石さんが言わないなら俺も何も言いませんよ。
ああ、いやいや、そういう意味じゃないんですよ。ただその気を悪くされないかと思いましてね。実はですね、ひなみ沢はその昔、鬼の住む里って呼ばれて恐れられていたんですよ。
Demon worshippers.
鬼？鬼って地獄にいる金棒を持ったあの？
というよりは人食い鬼ですな。里に降りてきて人をさらって食い散らかしてしまう。なんて怖い昔話があるんですよ。
Demons snatching up people is what Onikakushi really means.
たたりと鬼隠しは一緒に起こるって言ってましたけど、どういうことですか？
I already knew about the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row, but I didn't know there were people disappearing for those same 5 years.
たたりと鬼隠しが必ず一緒に？それは初めて聞きました。そうなんですか、前原さん。
それは俺が聞きたいですよ。レナとミオンが話してたんです。お社様のたたりなら必ずたたりと鬼隠しが起こるって。
Oishi-san began hemming and hawing on the other end of the receiver. Maybe something about that came to mind.
前原さん、最初の事件ご存知ですよね。
What the fuck? Why does it sound like he's in my room now?
バラバラ殺人。
ええ、6人の犯人のうち1人はまだ逃走中なんですよね。
例えばそれ。
Oh, okay. Now he's back on the phone.
逃走中じゃなく、鬼隠しにあったんじゃないでしょうかね。
Oh. So there was always a disappearance. There's an outrageous hypothesis from Oishi-san. The incident 4 years ago was the particularly ghastly one. The police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They staked out various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be, unless the police were completely incompetent. Even if it was an outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it
じゃ
off.
あその翌年の事故はどうです？誘致派の男と妻が一緒に事故死したんですよね。
They never found the wife's body, I bet.
実はですね、正式には事故死したのは夫だ
I knew it! I said it!
け。妻は死体が上がりませんでしたから。現行法では死体が発見されない限り行方不明扱いなんですよ。
Okay, but why they keep killing the man and taking the woman, huh? Fucking male haters. At the time of the incident with the river below the cliff being muddy rapids. Oh, babe? Babe? How you on, chat? Shit. In the end, they weren't able to find her body.
でも死体が見つからないだけで亡くなったんですよね。鬼隠しとは違うんじゃないですか？
死体が出ない以上亡くなったとは言えません。法律で定めた年月が過ぎるまで生存扱いなんです。
Not sure if it was right to call that being demoned away. 4 years ago, incident happened. One man disappears, and then the year after, a woman disappears, and then another woman disappears, never being found when they fell down the cliff. Wife is missing. At least that part was
3年目は
reality.
どうなんですか？神主は病死、妻は自殺ですよ。
The wife was never found.
前原さん、実はね、これも全く同じなんですよ。
The wife had supposedly thrown herself into the bottomless swamp deep in the forest around Hinamizawa, meaning it's all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicide note in front of the swamp. A diver was able to recover a few of her articles, but they weren't able to find a body. The investigation headquarters believed that she had faked her death and was still alive
こ
somewhere.
れらを鬼隠しと呼んでいいかちょっとわかりませんがね。前原さんの言う通り、確かに毎年一人行方不明になっています。
Well, the first guy in the mutilation case or dismember case didn't get killed. He got demoned away.
今年の事件では富武さんの連れの女の人が行方不明。じゃあ去年の主婦の撲殺事件はどうです？誰か行方不明になりましたか？確か犯人は逮捕されたんですよね。
ええ、逮捕されてます。以前に逮捕歴もあるやつでしてね、別件で取り調べ中に犯行を自供してます。ですがですね、犯人逮捕からしばらくして被害者宅の子供が行方不明になったんです。 犯罪に巻き込まれたのか
What?
どうなのか現在も捜査しています。
だって犯人は捕まったんですよね。それともその仲間が。
さあ、多分単独犯だと思います。もっとも今では確かめようもないんですよ。実はその男、取り調べ中に拘置所内でお亡くなりになっちゃいまして。
He swallowed a spork and choked to death. What the fuck? How do you swallow a spork? It's not known whether it was an accident or
つまり
suicide.
過去
Well,
5
how do
年
you
間
accidentally swallow a
必ず死者
spork,
と
bro?
行
That's
方不明者が
impossible.
一人ずつ出ているわけなんですよね。
そうなります。いえね、私も驚いていますよ。こんな共通項には気づきませんでした。
Couldn't believe that this could help lead to the closing of those incidents. It was just something they had in
例え
common.
ば鬼隠しにあって失踪した人には何か共通点があるとか。
Ooishi-san mumbled as he seemed to be thinking about it. So I summarized the
1年目
events.
はダムの作業員、2年目は誘致派の男の妻、3年目は神主の妻、4年目は被害者宅の子供で、5年目は交際相手かな。
So that's one guy and 4 girls. Unless the 4th year victim's child wasn't a girl, but
特につながりはなさそうだし。
1年目はともかく、妻とか交際相手とか、そういう人が目立ちますな。
it does seem like there are a lot. And that means the 4th year's victim child was different. It would have really stood out if there were all married couples, except it's not just married couples, but parents and children as well. I believe Tomitaka-san also told me the younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall correctly.
4年目に行方不明になった子供ってどんなだったんですか？
Satoshi?
おとなしい感じの方だったらしいです。年はあなたの一つ上です。名前は北条聡さん。
I knew it!
え？サトシ？
I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred one out last year?
あなたの学校に去年まで通っていました。話を聞いていませんか？
Come to think of it, when I transferred in, I believe they said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student. Then where I sat once belonged to the one who was demoned away. It was his seat. I recalled the cold sensation that came from the desk and made my hair stand on end. This string of mysterious deaths. No, Oyashiro-sama's curse. I now knew how it connected to me. That chilling sensation, it was the feeling of Oyashiro-sama caressing the back of my
お
neck.
社様のたたりか。
Could Oyashiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it, and I was scared. That was why I wanted to say it was a plot crafted by man and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No, the more I dug, the more mysterious it became. If I kept digging eventually, I'd reach a point where I'd learn something I really shouldn't know. To either be none the wiser or to seek an answer I might regret. Which one would I be happier with? I would seek the answer. Maybe it'll be me next time. My execution could only be delayed for 1 year. That was when I remembered. Rena. Rena said she may be the next victim of the curse.
竜宮レナさんがですか？去年転校されてきた前原さんのクラスメートですよね。
I think she's fishing.
女の子には刺激の強い事件ばかりです。怖がるのも無理ないんじゃないでしょうかね。
I feel like Rena and Mion were talking like that right next to Keiichi just to fucking plant some information on him that could mislead him. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had concrete reasons
もっ
behind
と
it.
確信じみたものだったように思います。なんていうのか、その。
She was frightened. A sudden change in demeanor that someone who looked like Rena but wasn't Rena, that might be unrelated. All the strange things that I felt from Rena today came back to me.
そうですか。では、こちらでも少し調べてみます。前原さんも少しリュウグウさんの様子に注意してあげてください。
No, I didn't delete the VOD, Twitch did.
それはレナを見張れってことですか？
そんな意味ではありませんよ、前原さん。お友達が次の被害者にならないよう少し気にしてあげてほしいということです。
At that moment, just as my mouth was agape because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way with words, a sudden knock at the door sent my heart racing. In an instant, I had pointlessly covered up the end of the
ケイ
receiver.
イチ、ちょっとここを開けてくれ。
On the other side of the door, I heard my father's oddly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's
す
so
みま
late.
せん、親父が来ました。今夜はこれくらいでいいですか？
ええ、夜分遅くに本当に何か分かりましたら教えてください。こちらも進展がありましたらご報告しますよ。では失礼します。
ケイイチ、父さん両手が塞がってるんだ。
What is Dad doing? I had stayed in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my joints were aching. When I opened the door, I saw my father standing there with a tray. On that tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea, a fairly fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side, everything you could ask for. This is quite the show of
何
hospitality.
父さん、それ何のつもりだよ？
もうはぐらかすなよ、ケイイチ。入るぞ。
Dad was in high spirits and had a smirk on his face. For my entire life, I'd never seen him act this hospitable. What had gotten into him?
何の話をしてたんだ？
I jumped. It's not something I had to keep from my father. But how could I explain it to him? I was talking to a detective, assuming he was, this late at night.
別に何も。友達だよ。
電話の話じゃなくて来てたんだろう今。レナちゃんが。
What?
来てないよ。
もうごまかさなくたっていいぞ。さっきレナちゃんが遊びに来てたじゃないか。だいぶ話し込んでるみたいだったからお茶でもって思ったらすれ違いだったんだよ。
She was fucking listening! I had no idea what Dad was talking about, but a cold sweat dripped down my back.
どのくらい話し込んでたかな？
レナちゃんが2階に上がったのが半くらいだったから小1時間くらいかな。
2階に上がったの父さん見たの？
ああ見たよ。ケイイチの部屋は階段を上がって奥の扉だよって声もかけた。
Rena came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door and called out to me on the second floor. Probably didn't hear him because I was so focused on my conversation with Ooishi-san. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. I told her my room was on the second floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. Then about an hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing up the tea and left. She came upstairs and about an hour passed, then passed my dad and returned home. Then after she came upstairs and until she left, where was Rena? There's only a short hallway between my room and the stairs, meaning Rena had, for about an hour, in the hall. No, she couldn't have been standing in front of my door all that time. The door to my room wasn't particularly thick. You could easily hear everything being said inside. All of the unsettling and unguarded things I spoke to Ooishi-san about began rushing through my
お
head.
父さん、あまりからかっちゃダメよ。
This fucking psycho bitch is fucking sneaking into my house.
それよりアトリエを片付けて。またこぼすわよ。
I told you, chat, Rena is the psycho bitch. She's way too nice. Mom yelled up at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle. I followed my dad out of my room with my eyes. I looked down at the floor around the doorway where Rena might have stood all the time. Just now, as I was talking to Ooishi-san with my back turned, Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away the whole time. All that time in this dimly lit doorway? What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? And the steam from the 2 teacups ominously wafted and twisted. The aroma of black tea filled my room. Oh, we should not go to school tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest. We should skip class. I think we might die. Oh shit. Nah, skip down. Yeah, mom, dad, let's move. I don't know about this one. Lied to Rena. Departments 1 through 12, XX Prefecture Police Headquarters, Direct General XXX, to the Chief Constable and all facility managers regarding cases situated in the Hinamizawa Village. Notice: as cases in Shishibone City, Hinamizawa Village have been reported by certain sections of mass media. It has drawn global attention, which is causing serious repercussions for the local residents. This has become a very serious situation. To protect the livelihood and prosperity of the residents, the following notice has been issued. 1. Designate the following criminal investigation as classified. Okinomiya Station 1982, case number X. Hinamizawa Village housewife murder dated June XX. Okinomiya Station 1982, case number X. Hinamizawa Village student disappearance dated June XX. 2. Non-disclosure of information. Okinomiya Station 1979, case number X. Hinamizawa Village site foreman murder dated June XX. Shira Station 1980, case number X. Shirakawa Natural Park falling incident dated June XX. Okinomiya Station 1981, case number X. Hinamizawa Village Shinto priest wife disappearance dated June XX. 3. Requesting self-restraint from each organization concerning the release of sensitive information. Please see attached reference material 1, 2, and 3. Management XX Prefecture Police Headquarters. Internal line XXXX. Police Affairs Department XXXX. And we'll pick up tomorrow, bro. It's spicy. We're at the spicy parts. Yes, sir. Nah. Bro, one more. You can't end here. But isn't that the best place to end when it's on a fucking knife's edge and now you're like, oh shit, bro. What's gonna happen next? Oh, fuck. Yes, sir. Cliffhanger. Let's play some marbles. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. Yup. Let's wrap up stream with some marbles. Bro, just one more? No. All right. It's already 10:35, chat. If I go one more, it's going to be going like well another hour. Okay? Come on. Oh, shit, bro. Finally, it's picking up, man. It took way too long to pick up. I was like, when's this shit going to fucking pick up? Oh, boy. All right. Rena is outside. She's listening right now. All right, Chad. Here we go. Countdown started at minute 20 for the countdown. Here we go. First VIP race. Woo. All right, listen. I've been right this whole time. I always said Rena was a fucking sly, sneaky bastard bitch, okay? I never trusted her for a goddamn second of my life. I always knew she was a fucking creep. Oh, shit. Oopsie. Boom. Boom. Alright, there we go. Alright. Get on in, boys. Get on in. Here we go. Going twice. Get on in. We got a countdown here. 43 seconds remaining. Have these opinions after you've finished the whole story. Alright. Well, we will. But, you know, I mean, I'm giving my opinions as we go. Okay? I think she's creepy, but she isn't the one doing the murders. Well, either way, she's still a fucking psychopath, okay? Regardless of if she's doing the murders or not, she's fucking... Bro, who fucking walks into another person's house, goes upstairs, and just fucking sits there, listening, and then leaves quietly without interacting? Like, that's a fucking sociopath. Crimbear, they were to 41. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Ooh, that shit was pretty good. Alright, here we go. And at the beginning, we got Pug Chimp. What the fuck is that picture? It's a picture of a Pug Chimp. We got Listen here in second place. Third place, we got Anomaly. Fourth place, we got Jamily. We got fifth place. What the fuck is that picture, Jamily? What was that? All right, 5th, we got a Hyper Ninja. 6th, we got Yumenis. 7th, Nell. 8th, we got Lloyd. And going into the first obstacles here, Pug Chimp struggling a little bit. We got Pug Chimp still remaining in first place, though. Okay, all right. I just noticed the moon moves. And here we go. Pug Chimp staying in first place. We got second place. We have I Am Risette. We got third, Crippo. We got fourth, Darwin the Goat. 5th, we got Eumenes. 6th, Bean Coswell. 7th, Nunzio. 8th is Jamily. And 9th is Ankur. And 10th, we got Biga Panda. All right, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get on in. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What happened to Pug Chimp? Pug Chimp fell off. What the fuck? I Am Reset. I Am Reset is in first place now. Second place is Darwin the Goat. Third place, we got Eumenes. Fourth place, we got Ankur. Fifth place, Bean Coswell. At 6th, we got Luminous. We got Biga Panda on 7th. 8th, we got Strive X on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Listen here. Listen here. Almost taking first place here. Listen here. About to take first place. And what in the speed boost? What is this? They're hacking. Listen here. Now in first place. Second place, I Am Reset. We got third, Luminous. We got fourth on Strive. We got fifth, the Pug Chimp back in the top 10 here. We got Jamile. We got Ankur and Big Panda. And then we got Darwin the Goat and Krave. All right, listen here, going into the jump here, very clean jump, nice, nice. Oh, but I Am Reset is like right next to him. Uh-oh, listen here, getting stuck, absolutely throws. And now Luminous is in first place. Manje just died. Strive Exxon in second. I just died as well. Big Panda in third. Ankur, Darwin the Goat, Barack Obala, XD Noob as well. So Luminous, Darwin the Goat, right, literally touching tips. Tip to tip. Oh my god. Docking borderline. We got Strive Exxon in third. We got Big Panda, Barack Obala as well. Luminous keeping the day. Oh my god, what the hell? Turtle Peanut out of nowhere. Flazery taking the lead. Flazery in first place. Turtle Peanut in second place. Flazery taking a massive lead here. It's not even close. Turtle Peanut not getting a very strong booster. Turtle Peanut very far. Caravel getting a lead over. Oh my god, Angelina out of nowhere. Flavery. Oh my, what the fuck? Holy shit. That boy Mike takes first place. Flazery's in second place. It's Chrissy Coon in third. Fourth is Angelina. Fifth is Darwin the Goat. Let's see here. That boy Mike going in here. Dodges that obstacle. Is he going to dodge this one though? Ooh, dodges that one. And everybody else behind him is dead. Chrissy Coon is in second place. All Mike has to do is clear this a little bit. Okay, not bad. Honestly, a decent clear. Decent clear. Flazery. Angelina. Hop. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That boy Mike in first place. All he has to do is clear two obstacles. Two obstacles. And he might be the winner here. He might be the winner. Oh, and yes, that boy Mike is the winner. Flazery in second place.
Jackass.
We got third place. We got Chrissy Coon. Yep. Chrissy Coon in third place. Nell Mr. 2 in fourth place. Pug Chimp in fifth place. Chilled Wind in sixth. Seventh is No Time to Boost. 8th is Dine Sama. 9th is Angelina. And 10th is Ayaya Mule. Move the camera? Wait, why? Oh, I guess you can't see the rankings. But all right, sure. There you go. Congratulations, that boy Mike. You are the winner. Let's actually see. That boy Mike. Let's see if I have a VIP slot. Boom. Nope, I do not. Let me see. Alright, let's see if we can remove anybody from VIP here. I'm pretty much running out of space. Alright, that boy Mike is our winner. Let me see. VIP. We gotta remove some VIPs here. Alright, let's see. Alright, chat. Boom. There we go. And now, that boy Mike There's your VIP. Congratulations. And now we have one more VIP race. One more VIP race. So a little death alley, shall we? Enemy at the gates? What the fuck? Let's do enemy at the gates. Oh my god, what the fuck is a cinematic fucking showcase? Oh, alright, join on in, here we go. 80-second countdown, yes sir. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, here we go. 1 minute remaining on the countdown. Best of luck, best of luck. Remember, after this, we'll have a final ban, 24-hour ban marble race as well. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let's see. Boom. Okay. All right, here we go. 12 seconds remaining. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. 340 people in this race. And we are off. Here we go. How the fuck do you go? Oh. Oh. Yikes. How did Gigamesh just die? Mooncell in first place. Ooh, never mind. Get fucked. Unique 154 is in the lead here. But I feel like this race is probably anybody's. Bomb Master's feet. What is that fucking picture? Bomb Master's feet is in first place. I hope he dies. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. Lots of people falling to their deaths immediately. All right, first place we have Shino. Oh, we have Kashima. Kashima in first place here. Okay, okay, let's see. Let's see. A lot of people falling to their death immediately there. Kashima still maintaining the lead here. Oh, Real Eye might be in the lead. Real Eye might be in the lead. This is anybody's game. Real Eye slightly ahead still. Ever so slightly. Here we go. The final straightaway. All right, Real Eye is in the lead with a nice summer melt. Oh, but Kashima takes the lead. Shino takes the lead now. No, NVL takes the lead. NVL gonna take, no. Oh my god, Money Chaser and Dave takes the win over NVL by a split margin. You hate to see it. Second place was NVL. Third is Kazo Oha. Fourth is Tubby Turtles. Fifth is Predex. Sixth is Shino. Seventh is Jam Master. Eighth is Kashima. Ninth is D2 Swift. And 10th is Reed Sirius. Congratulations, congratulations. All right, Money Chaser and Dave, congrats, congrats. Let me see if I have any other VIPs I can remove here. Just trying to make sure there aren't any CCs left. Pretty much removed all the CCs, I think. Yup, there should be no more content creators. All right. Well, here we go. This is the list. You get to decide, Money Chaser Dave, who to take VIP from. What? Boom. Here's a list of VIPs going down. A to, this is complete alphabetical order. So you just name someone and we will remove their VIP. Obviously, there are some people with VIP protection just because they earned it in a certain way, but pretty much most people are free game here. I don't know. Well, you gotta pick. You gotta pick someone. You gotta pick someone. You gotta pick someone. All right, come on. Let's hear your choice. Pass. I mostly lurk anyways because of work. All right, NVL. Who you want to take VIP from? Who you want VIP from? Your second place. Here we go. Scrolling down. Who you want to take VIP from? The oldest one. The oldest. Eric. I don't know if I can take it from Henri, bro. He's an OG. That's 5 years ago. Never mind. That's an OG VIP. The most recent one. You want to take it from that boy Mike? He just had it for 7 minutes, bro. I just need confirmation here. I guess the middle one then. All right. How about this? So we're looking around like 2 years ago-ish. 2 years ago-ish. All right. 2 years ago-ish. Should we take Shotakun's? All right, let's take it from Shotakun and give it to NVL. Yes, sir. There you go, NVL. Congratulations. There's your VIP. Yes, sir. All right. Well. And now it comes to the final ban race, which we always do through PvP. How do I do the PvP? Oh, here we go. All right. Honestly, I like this one a lot. This is my favorite. 24-hour ban. 24-hour ban, chat. If you don't want to be banned for 24 hours, don't join. Here we go. Exclamation mark play for a 24-hour ban. Good luck, everybody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yup. Oh, I gotta record something after stream. Fuck. All right. 40 seconds remaining. 40 seconds remaining. All right, here we go. Best of luck, everybody. If you guys are new to this, you can actually specifically target whoever you want by doing exclamation mark target. All right, here we go, and they are off. Here we go. Breedable is Scorpion Ponsu already killing someone. Tokage killing Anarchy. Dita Swift dead. Kiev's dead as well. Lucifer's dead. Eumenes is dead. Riva is dead. Karasoka dead as well. V2 killed him. NVL killing someone. Bunjay killing and dying at the same time. HDMV killing someone. We got Destroy Enemies dead. I just killed someone. Alb just killed someone. Tubby Turtles just died. HDMV died as well. Some guy in the stream's dead. Japanese Pudding dead. Fries killed 2 people. 3 people. Fries is on a killing spree. Oh my god. Yimnar is dead. Hey, someone kill Fries. Target Fries. Exclamation for target Fries. Myth Hydra just died. Snap 08 just died as well. Hins just died. Sideways Deer just killed Oblivion. Sideways Deer killed another one. Shino killed Bunny Tofu but then died. I just killed Kevin. Holy fuck. Here we go. Here we go. Big drop. Big drop. All right, who we got remaining? We got Osu, we got MLG Zen as the final VIPs remaining. We still see Aaron over there, last mod remaining. All right, here we go, here we go. I just killed someone, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead already, so those are just lag to kill feeds. Okay, here we go. V2 slamming down on MLG Zen's face. Barack Obama rolling around here as well. Rion. We just got a giant care package. What the hell is that? Ooh, big explosion. Meat sauce barely staying alive there. Derek over there as well. Or Drex staying over there. Kenny as well. Ooh, big bump. Knocking out a couple people there. Rex Nano staying alive barely. Kenny is on the edge there. Rion, Darwin the Goat, Bionic Meerkat right on the edge. The next ring here should be falling off. Yup, here we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And there we go. Rion is about to fall off. Goodbye, Rion. Meat sauce is literally on the edge, edging. Okay, here we go. We got Soon. We got Darwin the Goat. We got Ten Shrimp. We got Drex. We got Rex Nano. We got Eddie Kagamine. Oh, Darwin the Goat decided he doesn't want to play anymore. All right, we got, Soon. Oh, slams back in. Ten Shrimp might be dead.
We got a top 10 situation.
A top 10 situation here. Oh my god, Kenny. It's coming down to Meat Sauce said he doesn't want to live. Just, okay, yep. The last 2 people just committed suicide. What? All right, Bionic Meerkat, congratulations. You are going to get banned for 24 hours. Any final messages you have for chat? The floor is yours. Here we go. Here we go. Any final messages? Sheesh, has been an honor, lads. Okay. Make it a week? No, we're not making it a fucking week. All right, Bionic Meerkat, we will see you the day after tomorrow. Good night, good night. Boom, there we go. All right, let's see who had the most kills. 10 Batsu with 10 kills. Damn, I had 3 kills as well, baby. Look at that. Meat Sauce with 7. Okay, okay. All right, not bad at all. All right, chat. Well, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Let anybody know that does appear in offline chat, or ask in Discord why there's no VOD. Tell them Ting Yun's titties got us censored and Twitch had to delete our VOD. Nothing I could do about that. Twitch literally had to manually delete our VOD. So, at least we didn't get any ban, right? It was possible that we could have gotten like a 2-3 day ban or something, or a 24-hour ban. So luckily we didn't. But I will see you guys tomorrow. It was not a 2-hour stream. We also streamed 5 hours plus before this. Anyways, chat, I'll send you guys over to... Let's send you guys over to Dish. Okay, there's no way Dish is streaming this late. She might be ending soon. Send support her way. She's really going through it. Infinity Nikki, her favorite gacha game, just imploded. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.